Raiding. It's an integral part of the Warcraft community, arguably the larger portion of by leaps and bounds. So much so that there's a plethora of knowledge on boss fights and min-maxing and mechanics and everything out there. It's ridiculous. But what there isn't a plethora of knowledge on is improving the Raider. So today, we're going to be starting a mini-series. It's going to be a series dedicated to the Raider and improving ourselves as a player. Not just a mage or a rogue or a druid, but as a player, as a raider. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Number 1. So this one I hope many of us have already completed, and it's choosing a main. Now, a main is not a necessity to raid, but I cannot stress enough how important it is. Over my years of playing WoW, I've struggled a lot with autoholism, having many alts and never really sticking to a main. And it's hindered me in the past, and I don't want the same to happen to you guys. Maybe you already are an altoholic, and we're going to try to do our best to get you out of it, because Legion's right around the corner. It's the perfect time to change the way that you play the game. And this is a change for the better, I promise you. I really do. Once you've chosen your main, you need to find a guild. This is very important in your development. Find a guild. Don't just be a pug. When you find a guild, you can progress, you can learn, you can strategize, you can become a better player with the help of others. Find people that are similar to your skill level, because you don't want to go in, you're not the scrawny kid that goes into the gym that is paired up with a guy lifting 400 pounds, right? That doesn't work. He's way too advanced for your skill level, and it's not going to work out. The system's going to be salty, there's going to be mud in the water, it's going to be dirty, right? It's not going to work out well. So you really need to find a guild that suits your lifestyle. Do not mold to fit the guild. You find a guild that fits you, okay? We want to have fun with WoW, and the only way to do that is by making the right choices. But no pressure, right? No pressure. The right choices aren't the right choices by person B, it's by you, okay? So you do what you want to do. It's your time, it's your game, you do you. After you've gotten that sorted out, in order to become a better player, we are going to start with our professions. Yes, professions. We have a couple days left of the pre-patch. It is super important to get those professions going as quickly as possible. We need to get them max or close to max, because it is going to be a hell of a lot easier starting at a 700 or close to 700 profession item level or profession level than starting at a professions in Legion. They do not require per se a certain level to start at. You can start from level 1 if you really wanted to, but for the world quest and certain items that you need for your professions at, like, you know, the higher levels, like gear per se, you're going to need a set profession level to be able to craft that gear or be able to use that gear, okay? Number 3 is powering up. When you're level in Legion, you're going to be getting artifact power for your artifact, right? It's going to go to whatever you are leveling as. But there is a better way to get artifact power, and it's through the consumables, okay? Whenever you hit 110, you're going to get a lot of consumables. You're going to be able to grind out a lot of artifact power and Saramar, and you need to do that then, okay? Grind out as much as you can artifact power. Now, if you are a healer, it is okay to level up as a DPS. Why? Because you do get artifact power leveling up, but it is minuscule compared to the amount you can get at max level from farming. Save all those consumables, save everything to whenever you can just drop them into your healing artifact or whatever your rating spec is. So, reputation, A, professions, B, artifact power, AA, because it needs to come first. Number 4 is going to be to stay calm and learn. At the beginning of the X-Pack, like I said, it's very hectic. A lot's going on. It's going to be difficult for you to wrap your mind around, especially if it's your first expansion. You know, everything's going to be going crazy, and you're not going to exactly understand it, because people are going to be selling this, group here. No one knows what's going on. Everyone's learning again. Everyone's learning their class and their mechanics again. But it's imperative that you focus on getting ahead and keeping calm. Whenever you got this friendship, this bond going on, you all will perform better. You yourself will perform better because you'll feel more comfortable. If you're always on edge all the time, afraid of making a mistake in front of these total strangers and thinking that they think you're a buffoon and you're a retard, then you need to be friends with them. Create friendships, create bonds with people so you are safe. You feel safe, because when you feel safe, you're gonna be more relaxed. When you're relaxed, you're gonna play better. Okay? Get this going. So whenever you're grinding up your dungeons, your heroic and your mythic dungeons at 110, which is necessary to get ahead of the competition, once again, I'm stressing it, but yeah, we need to. Do it with guildies, okay? You need to learn together. When you're learning together, like I said, similar skill levels, you will progress much easier together. Hey guys, that's all the time we have for today, but we're going to be picking it up again soon, okay? Until then, I know there's a lot of experienced raiders, and I know there's a lot of new raiders out there that's just starting in Legion. So I'm going to leave my email in the description below where you can reach me and ask any type of question you want. I will try to get back to you as soon as you can. Even if you just want to have a chat, go ahead and send me an email and we can have a little chat, maybe a discussion about classes, right? In the meantime, while you're waiting, I have a couple channels I think you guys should check out. Preach Gaming and Fat Boss. You may have heard of them. I hope so. If not, go check them out. Great sources for raiders on all information. Great entertainers. A lot of good discussions over on those channels. So I'm going to put those in the description below. Until next time, guys, please leave a like so I know that you guys, enjoy this kind of content. Lets me know that you want more of it. And also, anyone that has any types of tips for new raiders, or if you have just tips in general, leave a comment. Tell us your tips. We would all like to learn. Everyone can still learn. Okay. Until next time, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Peace out.